It look good, it smell good, and it tastes good. Hey fam, welcome back to another video. In today's video, as part of a group collaboration, we are going to make a chicken and dumpling all in a crock pot, y'all, and it's going to be so good. Everything that you need is pictured here on the screen and also will be in the description box down below. This collaboration includes our host, Miss Wanda over at the Chandler Crew, and our co-host Sierra at Just Being Sierra, along with a lot of other ladies. Playlists would be in a pinned comment down below and also in the description box. Head on over and check everyone out, and if you decide to subscribe to anyone's channel, let them know that Shauna went ahead and sent you. So firstly, what I did, y'all see how I had everything pre-set up. So I cleaned and cut up my chicken breast. I cut up all my veggies, had my spices out and everything. Like I said, for a list of ingredients, it is in the description box down below. So after I put the butter in the pan, of course I laid it with the chicken. I went ahead and put the vegetables and went ahead and seasoned it. Remember guys, when you are making anything that use like a cream of chicken, a cream of soup, a cream of anything that comes in a can, unless you get like low sodium or no sodium or something like that, it's salty already. So please be mindful of how much seasoning you put inside of your pot, because that stuff would turn out salty if you don't be mindful. If you're using anything, I'm gonna say it again, if you're using anything that come in a can that's cream of whatever, 9 times out of 10 that thing is salty. So just watch your measurements. Me, I do not measure. I just go ahead and put a dab of this and a dab of that. Best seasonings for today's meal is onion powder, garlic powder. Gotta put that in every single thing. The Badia complete seasoning, some oregano, sea salt. But of course, you can add whatever it is that you like to add. Of course, I have my chopped celery and my onions and my carrots thrown in the pot as well. Of course, take that cream of chicken, you guys. Dump that whole cream of chicken inside of your pot. Mine got stuck a little bit, so of course I had to go loosen that up with a spoon. I thought I could just go ahead and just empty it just like that, but it was kind of stuck. So we went ahead and we emptied that inside of the pot. You guys, you can use water or you can use chicken broth, but if you do decide to go with broth, make sure you go ahead with a low sodium broth, just because like I said, you guys, this cream of chicken is salty. So I went ahead and I took that same can, put the broth in a can, then poured it in a pot to get whatever residue was left inside of the can. So I did that 2 times, so that's 2 cans or 2 cups of the chicken broth. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our cream of celery and dump that right in as well. Though we have celery chopped up, listen, you gotta add the cream of celery too. That's just personally how I do it. Let us know what are some ways that you make chicken and dumpling that's different than the way that I'm doing it here on screen. And also let us know what is your favorite one pot meal. And of course, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, you guys. Look how that one came out. And this one came out with no problem, trying to show out. I didn't even need a spoon to get it out the can. See what happens when you buy great value? Man, that thing came out so easy. All right, so next we're just going to go ahead and give it a mix. Make sure you try to mix it enough so that the thicker base of that cream of chicken definitely breaks down. Then I went ahead and I grabbed my parsley, because that is something that I forgot, and I love everything to look colorful. So I went ahead and added about maybe a teaspoon of parsley. Not too much. Of course, add to your liking. And I noticed that it was a little bit too thick still. So I went ahead and I added a half a cup of the chicken broth. And then of course we're going to put the lid on and let this bad boy or bad girl or bad thing sit for a few hours, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna check it. If you check it like I'm doing and you notice that the cream is still a little bit too thick, definitely add some more broth. Because what's going to happen is this is going to thicken up, especially when you start to add in the dough. So we're going to go ahead and let this sit for about maybe 3 hours and then come back and check on it. In the meantime, we're going to get these biscuits cut up. You can make the dough naturally. Well, from scratch, naturally. You can make the dough from scratch, but honestly, this is like the easiest way to get it done. All you need is a can of biscuits, and you're gonna basically cut them up or tear them into pieces. That simple. I like to flatten mine out just a little bit because I noticed that if I just go ahead and put it in there with its, you know, with it being so thick still, it does make these big old balls of biscuits, which I do not like. I like mine to actually feel like a chicken and dumpling, because chicken and dumplings to me is a soup. So I don't want the big old things of biscuits on top of my soup, honestly. So I actually start to tear them into smaller pieces. This way, when I put them in a pot, I can mix it. So you can do it however you want. Some people take them and cut them into fours and lay them right on top of that chicken and dumplings. Me personally, you see what I'm doing here? Flatten it out, make it into small pieces, or you can roll it into like a little ball, definitely up to you. And then once you go back after them few hours, check on your base, and then if you feel like it's good enough for you to add the dumplings, then that's what you're gonna do. So as I'm checking the base here, I am noticing that the chicken is practically done, but you got to make sure that your veggies are a little soft too. The carrots, you guys, them carrots add a natural sweetness, but it has to be, for me, it has to be fresh carrots. So I had some fresh carrots and some fresh celery already cut up and ready to add in my mixture, as you guys seen in the beginning of the video. But I was looking at those carrots as I was staring and like, you know, this is about to be good. So all of my stuff was actually already done. I just had to add in the biscuits. Like I said, the biscuits are actually going to kind of thicken this mixture up. So I wait till almost the end, of course, to add the biscuits and the can of peas, because I don't want to leave no can of peas in there that's coming out the can that's already soft. Unless you use frozen. If you're going to use a can like me, definitely add it towards the end when you're ready to add in your biscuits. Now, when it's all done, you can serve this as is, or you can serve it with some rice. We always serve it with a side of rice, and that looks so flavorful, you guys. And the kids, they told us things right on up. And if you have anything left over, this is a great, I don't feel like cooking tonight, freezer meal. So you could definitely freeze this meal, because guess what, you won't lose the taste. The texture will still be the same once you throw it on a pot, and oh my god, it just makes a delicious comfort meal, you know. But let us know what it is that you do with your chicken and dumplings. What is one of those favorite little spices that you use just to make it pop? Another tip, guys, you do not have to leave the chicken in pieces like I did. You can actually just throw the chicken breast in there with every other thing else that I threw in there. Once it become cooked, you can go ahead and shred the chicken with 2 forks, and boom, it can be shredded. But me, I like mine in chunks personally. So that's it. I'm about to go eat, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. And until next time, I'm officially up out of here. Peace.